What's going on, everybody? This is Ernie with CGS, and right here, thanks to one of our viewers, they told me where another black book is. Once you have defeated Mirak, head to Tel Mithrin, because once you defeat Mirak and you talk to Nelith, he will allow you to use his enchanting room, where you can, enchant your items, enchant your staff, things like that. That room is locked until he gives you permission to use it, and that happens after you beat Mirak. On the enchantment table is the book called The Hidden Twilight. It must be the 4th book of the Twilight series, and we'll see what kind of mischief Bella, Edward, and Jacob get themselves into. Alright, so once you get in here, hit the scry, and that opens the door to the ramp. There really isn't anything in that room, and immediately read the book for Chapter 2. In here, the Chapter 4 book is hidden, and it is directly linked to the Chapter 5 book. Chapter 5 will bring you to a locked room that you can't open the door even if you hit the scry, because you have to go through Chapter 4 and hit the scry in there, which will unlock like part of the door, and then in Chapter 5 it will unlock the other part of the door so you can actually get through. And in that room is a couple of spell books and some skill books, things like that, and we'll cover that as we get through here. In Chapter 2, once you go down the hallway and head into this big room, there are 2 of these seekers floating around. Right here I accidentally I meant to sprint, and I used one of my shouts by mistake, and when I did that, the other seeker was onto me, so I fucked up. But once you get through this area, right behind the seeker that's shooting me right now, is a ramp that heads all the way up, and that's where we want to go. There isn't too much fucking in this room either. I mean, there's things probably to pick up or whatnot, but anyways, head all the way up the ramp right here, and you can go either oh no, you can't. This isn't the room I thought it was. Oh, okay. Once you hit this scry, I'm jumping ahead. This bridge, it raises and lowers on its own, and I thought, I was like, oh cool, I'm good, and then it started lowering on me, so you got to time it out. When it raises, run as fast as you can and get across this bridge, and you'll be able to land right on this platform. Now the next bridge, you have to jump on it as it's raising, because you can't just jump on it. You have to time it well. You have to be able to just jump right on it, you know what I mean? Like, it can't even be halfway up by the time you jump. It has to be like a quarter of the way up when you jump. This is where you can head either right or left, and there's a couple of things left. You want to head right all the way down the ramp, and that leads us into Chapter 3. Now in here, there's this seeker dude, but you can't access the next area right away. Once you come through this door that I'm heading through right now, once you get into this big room, take either a right or a left, because there's this ramp that goes up. Once you get to the top of that ramp, what that does is that center pedestal there, it will lower the staircase so that you can access the next area. So here we go. We hit this scry, and then if you watch that center pedestal, I turn around, see how the stairs like extend? So now we can actually access that area over there. And you can head down either left or right, doesn't matter. And you can head up either the left side or the right side as well. When you get across here, that big room that I'm going to enter in a minute, there's a lurker in there. Now that is the room that you want to be in for the Chapter 4 book, but I didn't find it right away. I had actually found the Chapter 5 book before or Chapter 5 book before I came back and backtracked a little bit. So we take out this lurker, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear out this whole area, and I'm going to open up all the doors and stuff, and then I'm going to come back and show you where that Chapter 4 book is. Actually, pretty much right where he died, he's dead in a doorway. Go through that area. See his dead body there? If you head straight through this area where he's laying, and you go around like a big pile of books, you'll find the Chapter 4 book. It's right behind him. But I'm going to head that way in a second. This center cage right here, what we have to do is, in that area that I shot him down, there's a big ramp heading up right here. And there's a scry at the top of that ramp, and that unlocks the door for that center cage. And then once we do that, once you go into that center cage area, there's another ramp that we're going to go up, and that unlocks the door to the next area to where chapters 5 and 6 are. But we don't want to forget about Chapter 4, because if technically you could just skip Chapter 4 and 5 and just go to Chapter 6 just to get through this area, but there are those skill books and stuff, so if you need some of those, it'll be good for you. Once you unlock this door in here, there's right as I come around this corner, there's a seeker right here. So I found one seeker in this room, and then there was that big lurker all the way downstairs. So now that he's taken care of, I end up backtracking from here. I went all the way back downstairs to where we killed the lurker, and we're going to go straight through the doorway where his, see, there's his body, and then we're going to pass him. You take a left, and then curve right, and there's the book to Chapter 4. Because when I got up there, I found Chapter 5 and 6. As soon as you come in here, kill this seeker. I backtracked because I was like, where the hell's Chapter 4? Because I knew I was in Chapter 3. So, alright, once you get rid of that seeker, there's this scry right here. You're going to hit that. Now, you can see through the fence here. I was expecting a door to open, but it didn't open. So, at first, I was like, what the hell did it do? Well, it unlocked the one set of locks that's directly on the other side of that fence that we were just facing. And you can see, if you look closely through that fence, there's a seeker on that side of the fence. When you go to Chapter 5, that's the room you're going to be in, and that unlocks that door. And that's where the couple spell tomes are, and skill books. I think it's mainly skill books, actually. And see, because like right here, I wasn't sure what it did at first, so I was like looking around everywhere I was going, because I was like, you know, what did that thing do? But we find out. We'll find out in a minute here. Alright, so we're going all the way back up, and like here, like I checked this room over here, because I was like, what the hell did that thing do? What the fuck? Alright, so when you get all the way over here, when you first come into this main hallway, it'll look like a dead end, but keep going, because the hallway will expand, and that's where, right here, Chapter 5 and 6 are right next to each other. So when you get to that room, don't worry, just keep going straight, because the room will expand. As soon as you come in to Chapter 5, there's that seeker, and we're going to hit this scry right here, and this unlocks the second part of the door. See, on the other side of this door, on the other side of that fence, that's where Chapter 4 led us. And that unlocked part of that door. That finished unlocking the door, now it's open, and on this desk here are some skill books and things. It's pretty sweet. Most of my skills are like maxed out and stuff, so I only learned, I think, one thing. But yeah, alteration. Since I had never used alteration, so. And I don't even think all of them are skill books, but I know at least 2 of them are. Anyway, so now that we're in here, we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna go directly to Chapter 6. So as soon as you leave this area, 5 and 6 are right next to each other, so you're going to immediately click on chapter 6. But I thought that was a pretty cool area, and someone had mentioned that no other that they had found this, but no other walkthrough had included it. So I told them that I would. So as soon as you get into chapter 6, 7 and 8 are going to be right next to each other. Head into 7. 7 is just one room again with another seeker, and it's just a scry in here. Now, there is a little table of books. I didn't look at what they were. I probably should have, especially since we just found a skill book in the other room anyways, but I didn't think to look at it. I was busy, like, what the hell did that scry do? Well, it doesn't do anything in here. It unlocks a door for in chapter 8 for you. So head out of 7 back to 6, and head straight into 8. Yeah, and the seeker was in here waiting for me as soon as I came in. Bastard. He knew I was coming. Alright, when you get in here after that seeker, head straight up this bridge. When you get to the top of it, 2 lurkers are going to come out of the puddles in the ground. And so you got to face 2 of them at once. And then once you do that, the book is on the other side of that door, right there. And there's 3 more skills to acquire. Well, 1 of 3 more skills to acquire. Now, this video is also, this is like pretty much the last thing I did in Dragonborn. I haven't found anything new so far. I know there's a couple of little side quests for the Nords in Thirsk, but they're like, get this guy some juniper berries and get this other guy some rakeling spears. It was nothing that big. And so I haven't found anything else. I think this is the 8th black book that I found, and I've covered every single one that I found. So if you know of any others, let me know, and I'll do those as well. And if I find anything else too, I was playing for a while after I'd done this, and I couldn't find anything new to do. So I've pretty much covered all of it. Like, there's a couple of little things I didn't cover, but they were kind of just, they were miscellaneous, like, ridiculous quests. So on the 2 desks, there's some goodies, some valuables and things. When you read the book, you get to choose one of 3 more abilities. These ones I weren't too impressed with. There was nothing I really wanted. The coolest one, I wouldn't even be able to use it. Right here, Mara's Boon, fully restore your health, magic, and stamina. I think I ended up choosing that one. Mara's Grasp freezes the target between Oblivion and Tamriel for 30 seconds, making them immune to all damage. And then this one I thought was the coolest. Mara's Agony summons a field of writhing tentacles that poisons foes. I wanted to use this one, but at the same time I figured, like, I kill everything before they even know I'm in the room most of the time. And when you kill people with the bow and arrow, as soon as you kill one, everybody goes to see what just happened, and they're just easy pickings. So I wanted to use this, but I decided against it because it wouldn't do anything for me, really, other than just to have fun with it. But I ended up taking the Mara's Boon. Once you pick whichever one you want, just look down toward the bottom of the book and click the book, and that'll get you out of here. So yeah, that's that. Again, if you find anything that I haven't covered, let me know, and I'll do it. But thanks for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe, and have a good one, guys. I hope it helped.